best YouTube reviewer to ever live. I'm the best YouTube reviewer. I'm the best YouTube reviewer to ever live. I'm the best. 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 What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Darren. I am the bow tie fragrance guy. I love looking good and smelling great. So if that sounds like you, you love looking good, you love smelling great, and hearing about some exciting fragrances out there in the fragrance world, and you've come to the right channel. Why don't you go ahead and click on that subscribe button? And while you're at it, go ahead and click on the bell icon as well. That way you get notified every time I release a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 inexpensive fragrances that smell, well, expensive. Sometimes we hit the jackpot and we find what we refer to as a cheapie here in the fragrance community. We find an inexpensive, cheap fragrance that actually smells expensive. Sometimes it's not always the easiest thing to do, but again, we do have some cases out there where it happens. So if you want to know about 5 great inexpensive fragrances I have in my collection that smell expensive, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Okay guys, I'm back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's go ahead and jump into the list. I'm going to go ahead and fly through these 5 fragrances and get on out of your way. So the first fragrance that I want to talk about, and you've probably heard about this fragrance, I'm sure you have. This is from the house of Bentley, and this is Bentley Intense. Bentley Intense. When this one hit the market, man, it got a lot of buzz for a great reason. This thing smells very expensive. It smells of that niche quality, but it's just a really smooth, ambery, leathery kind of fragrance, and very, very manly. There's a slight hint of sweetness to this, but man, it smells really good. Bentley did a really nice job with this one. This fragrance actually started for a lot of people bringing a lot of attention to that house, because this one was definitely a home run. This thing smells upscale and it smells luxurious. And again, you can get this one for less than 40 bucks. So definitely fits into that category, an inexpensive fragrance that definitely smells a lot more expensive than what you're going to pay for it. So the first fragrance on the list today from the house of Bentley is Bentley for Men Intense. The next fragrance on my list comes from the house of HARAMAIN, and this one is Royal Stallion. Royal Stallion. Now, if you guys have never smelled the fragrance Pegasus from the house of Parfums de Marly, this is it right here for a fraction of the cost. But man, I mean, you smell the quality in this thing through and through. And that's one thing I can say about the fragrances that I have put my nose on, for the most part, from HARAMAIN. Smell really, really good. They do a good job at blending their fragrances and giving really quality ending product. And this one right here is no different. You know, again, I'm a fan of Pegasus. And again, if you have never smelled Pegasus, this will be a good alternative to it. And again, you're not sacrificing a lot on the quality that you get from Pegasus with this one. So again, great quality fragrance right here from the house of HARAMAIN. And I think you can get this one for between 50 to 60 bucks. So still would fit that category, inexpensive fragrance that smells expensive. The next fragrance on the list today comes from the house of John Barbados, and this is John Barbados Vintage. John Barbados Vintage. Oh, man, when the winter and fall rolls around, this one is in my rotation. Oh man, this one is good, man. It's got that, you know, cinnamon leather. Oh man, cinnamon leather tobacco thing going on, and I absolutely adore this one. You know, this one again is another one that could have been, if it was packaged in some niche, you know, brand, this one would really still do well. People would buy it because it smells really good. And again, it speaks of quality. A lot of fragrances from the house of John Barbados really smell good, but they suffer in the performance category. And this one isn't the best performer as well, but this one smells of high quality. Of all the fragrances that they offer, I would say besides Artisan Pure, this is probably the other one that has, in my humble opinion, the best overall quality. This and Artisan Pure. But man, if you like fragrances that have that cinnamon, kind of cinnamon boozy tobacco thing going on, man, put your nose on this one. And again, this is one that you can get for less than 40 bucks from the house of John Varvatos. This is John Varvatos Vintage. Next fragrance on my list is a fresh fragrance, and this one is from the house of ERMENEGILDO ZEGNA, and this is ACQUA de BERGAMOTTO. Now, I mentioned this one on my designer summer list, and man, this stuff right here is amazing. Now, ERMENEGILDO ZEGNA is a fashion designer. It makes a lot of really high quality men's clothing. You know, suits, ties, pocket squares, shoes, things of that nature. You usually find this brand in places like Saks and Nordstrom's and things of that nature. So it is a high quality designer, but the fragrances from this particular house don't get a whole lot of attention. Like I said before, I think Florentine Iris from this line is the only fragrance that I've really heard other people talk about. But this one is a great one. It's a very high quality smelling designer bergamot fragrance. And when I put my nose on it, now it's not the quality of Neo and Bergamot 22, but it's a nice quality. It'll put you in that mindset. It'll put you in the mindset of Xerjoff Neo, Bergamot 22 from Le Labo. That's what this fragrance really reminds me of. And again, I smell a lot of quality in this fragrance. So this one you can pick up for around the $50 mark. So I highly recommend this one. From the house of ERMENEGILDO ZEGNA, this is ACQUA de BERGAMOTTO. Last fragrance on my list, guys, of inexpensive fragrances that smell expensive is from the house of BLVGARI, and this one is Man in Black. Now I know there's a Man in Black Orient, I think it is. I've never smelled that one, but I think it smells similar to this. When I first put my nose on this one, the first thing I thought about was black tie. Black tie event. It smells that good. It's kind of similar to actually John Varvatos Vintage is the one I just mentioned. It's kind of in that same class, although this one is a lot spicier. This is a lot more, you know, alpha male type smelling fragrance. It's kind of strong. It has some sweetness in there, I think maybe from tonka bean, but it's very, very spicy. Very spicy fragrance. Very masculine fragrance, but it smells of very, very high quality. Again, most of these fragrances on this list today, if they were packaged in a different bottle by a niche designer, could definitely fetch that $150 price point or better. And that's what I looked at when I made this list, and this one definitely falls into that category. So if you like a sweet, slightly boozy, resinous, kind of masculine, spicy fragrance, then this is one that you definitely want to take a look at, because you can get this one again for under $50 from the house of BLVGARI. This is Man in Black. All right, guys, that's my time. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this video. Of course, I know you guys could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're right here with me watching this video, and I sincerely appreciate that. Don't forget to take the time to like, comment, and subscribe, and share these videos out to other folks that you think could use this information or find me entertaining, because I'm your main man, Darian, the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.